Moving to Birmingham program with a Saturday in Birmingham. We're going to start at the Birmingham Botanical Gardens. So I want to give you kind of a look at what our city's all about. The Botanical Gardens are located in just outside of Mountain Brook. I'm not quite sure if it's part of Mountain Brook or part of Jefferson County, part of the city. So I'm going to show you our Botanical Gardens. This is the entrance. Nice building where they hold lectures, and there's a restaurant in there, and it's I think an overlooked part, although the parking lot's pretty full here on this Saturday. Look who I found here. This is my wife, Nita. Okay, Nita, you can come out of your pose. And we're going to enjoy a day. We're going to start here at the Botanical Gardens, go to lunch, and then share some of the other things of our city. This is the formal rose garden, as you can see. This is what, mid-May, and everything's pretty nicely of bloom. And it's a pleasure to come down here and experience this. My roses don't do quite so good, and I think it has to do with their caregiver. If you saw one of our earlier videos, you remember that Kelsey talked about the Vulcan statue. This is a miniature of it, a reproduction. And it looks like they've taken a little bit of liberty with his dress and maybe a little bit of tattooing as well. But kind of cool. You know your frogs? You know one frog from another? You know one frog from another? This is one of my favorite parts of the garden, the Japanese garden. I don't know, I like the ornamental treatment of some of the plants and the trees. One of my favorite trees is the Japanese maple. Got one in our backyard. I try to keep it looking cool. This is what I would call a well-groomed, well taken care of Japanese maple. There's a waterfall in the pond. Over here you'll see some of the azaleas. We're actually reaching the end of the azalea blooming season. They bloom more in your early May. We're at May 18th, so flowers are showing a little bit of wear, but still a beautiful part of Alabama foliage. This is a large example of the bonsai tradition of the Oriental, I believe, art of controlling the growth of trees. Then there's another one over here, and these are of course much larger than what you see being sold on a regular basis. This is a blue ribbon finisher, as is this smaller one over here. This is a bonsai exhibit. Here's another first place winner. This is a bonsai exhibit at the Botanical Gardens here in Birmingham. This is a 50-year-old Japanese maple, and it says there it's been in training for 45 years. It looks like it picked it up pretty well. This is an 80-year-old tree that's been in training. I think it was 25 years. Isn't that magnificent? 20 years in training, and rightfully so, it won Best in Show. This is the rooftop bar at the Bohemian. It's right adjacent to Mountain Brook Village. It's a very nice place to come and get a light lunch, maybe some tapas and a glass of wine. My wife Nita and I are here today, and we're enjoying a Saturday afternoon, a nice Birmingham Saturday afternoon, and have a light lunch.
If you can get a bottle of 20-year, I don't think there's a better...
Extending our Saturday afternoon adventure, we're having an ounce of Mickers, which is, I'm challenged, is going to be as good as the Pappy Van Winkle I had.